Hi everyone, it's Ayesha here from God FM, and I want to talk about the dangers of laser weapons that are invisible, that I have, for example, in my neighbor's gardens. I mean, the people that are doing this, because they want to steal my mind and my soul, and it's a body snatch. I've already told you about this. This is happening worldwide. To not just me, but to everybody who is a human being on this earth. The very high up people will do anything to take your mind and your soul. Do you know this? And they will actually dig up their gardens and have ladders laying up against your wall so they can climb up against your roof, onto your roof, and be doing things. Positioning things, laying wires, putting aerials, putting transmitters in places, putting aerials that are extra large on their properties, and pointing lights at your house as well as the laser ones. They will point bright lights at your house. They will dig up the drains. They will modify the water supply. They will intercept the water supply. They will intercept any of your wiring so that your network at home is not safe. And the criminal activity is beyond stalking. It really is. It's psychopath, Hills of Eyes, Chainsaw Massacre, the Hostel movie type behavior from neighbors. But it's coordinated not just with one neighbor. It's all the neighbors. They've all been hired to do this. In my case, I have 100% evidence of it. 100%. And I intend to issue proceedings for financial compensation because my neighbors have modified their gardens to point laser lights at my home to hurt me, to kill me in my home. So this is a criminal matter and a civil matter to disable somebody from being able to sleep and operate, but also stalking and home invasions, as well as tampering and poisoning with food and all sorts of air supply, as well as water and electricity to torture somebody in their home, coordinated between neighbors. And this is the life I live. And I want you to know that I have 100% evidence of it. What can you do about neighbors who dig up their gardens and construct and have positioned at the bottom of their gardens laser lights to point at your room, to penetrate walls, and to point where you sit? This means that this is a real harassment. This is a real stalking, because they've got to really know everything about you to know where you sit in your house, to do your work. This means it's a real spying exercise, it really is. And this means that there's got to be people inside all of your devices in your home, and also your cameras inside your house, your fire alarms, your lights, your smart meters, etc. I mean, the level of intrusion and invasion is beyond horror film stuff, from what I know now. And I want to talk about it because if it's happening to me, it's going to be happening to you very soon. And if it's not happening to you, count your blessings. But it's coming for you. And it's happening to a lot of targeted individuals. And this is a hunt down and annihilation of the Christians. But they are actually hiring not just the foreigners. They're hiring neighbors. They're giving them vouchers, coupons, house extensions, as well as all sorts of little coupon type cards, payment cards that they can redeem, which are untraceable And as you know, the government have got so much money that they've lost through these cash card things that they give out to the syndicate of gang stalkers that are recruited through our governments online to watch and surveil people like me. Now, you know, if they want to watch and listen, that's fine. But to be tortured in your home and have all of the neighbors participating in it, financially being rewarded for the demise and destruction of your life, and when you've got to stand by knowing and looking these people in the eye that are doing this to you, like me, I've seen them in the garden, and, you know, I've been watching. I keep an eye on things. And the Lord is the one who told me what they are doing. And I believe the Lord. So I have 100% verification that this is happening and I'm not imagining it. This means that where I live, next to me, is a property that has a main entrance with various flats and then a little cottage at the back, which is right near my property. And to gain access, they've got a ladder on the side at the back, and then they've also constructed a massive construction at the bottom of the garden so that they can obviously power up their torture devices to point to my house. And this, because it is laser weapons that you cannot see, and it's full-time harassment by a organized gang who are paying off your neighbors to turn a blind eye and to participate in the terrorism against your life. There's no regulator of this technology, but it's very dangerous. I want you to know, the only reason I'm alive is because of the Lord. A couple of weeks ago, somebody came in and poisoned my food, and I was in bed for 4 days solid. I couldn't move. I thought I was going to die. Yeah. And whatever happened, I felt so unwell. I mean, I was like going to faint. I thought I was going to faint. I thought I'm going to die here. No, and no one will come and help anyway, because it doesn't matter what these people do. No police officer will stop them because it's high up, very high up. And I just want to talk about the level of harassment, and it's full time. I mean, it's never ending. This is to make sure that you never can sit down and relax without being tortured by laser weapons that can penetrate walls. And I've talked about this, where people want to wipe your mind and steal it, steal your consciousness, and also steal your soul. Gang stalkers are soul thieves and consciousness thieves. They are blood drinkers and child eaters. They are the criminals of the criminals, the worst of the worst. Absolutely gross and disgusting. Where I wouldn't be surprised with the level of crime that I am witnessing, that they have bodies in the back of their gardens, because these people will go to whatever lengths they need to go to cause destruction and to cause harm, to make someone unwell and to torture them. I know that when I am able to redirect their torture weapons, because the Lord says, oh, that's that thing there. If you pop this here, it'll redirect it to there, and they'll get a taste of their own damn fucking medicine. Okay, then, I'll do that. And then I hear bang, boom, 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 and people rushing around because they've got a taste of what it's like to be tortured with these laser weapons, which are damn fucking dangerous. And I want you to listen to me. If you are a neighbor participating in this against me, you should know that I serve God. I've never done anything to you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't really care about anything to do with your life. I just want to be left alone to serve God and to do my work as a minister for Christ. As it is, I have had to halt all operations for my estate agent because of the things that you are doing by hacking and stalking me and harassing me and torturing me. It means that I'm not well enough to operate at full capacity, and it actually takes its toll on you mentally and emotionally, as well as physically. And so I'm quite tired. I'm 51 this year, and I'm not really built to be at full-time war with my neighbors pointing laser weapons at me. Okay, and I'm not imagining it. Okay, so you know, as neighbors, what you have put in your gardens. And if you don't have them removed, I intend to ensure that I will sue you financially through the civil court, and I will prove what you have in your gardens so that I can take you to court, and I will sue you for every fucking thing that you have. And then I shall issue criminal proceedings against you as well, because I know what you're doing. I haven't had energy to catch you, but I will, because I now know what and how you're doing everything, and I also know the motive. The motive is to take my soul and my mind. And you are being paid to cause the destruction of my life. So at a local level, you should know that I know what you're doing. And I will do what I need to do to make sure it stops. Even if I have to take the law into my own hands. And I will. Because I've had enough of being tortured in my home. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. I don't know why you're doing it. And I don't really care. But I want you to stop it. And if you don't, I will command the angels of the Lord to come to my aid, because now I put Jesus between you and me. And if you come against me, you'll have to come through Jesus, because I serve God. And God wants me to get on with my work. And you are causing it, so it's difficult for me to do the work of the Lord. I'm not even able to do any other work at the moment, to the point where my finances have drained down to nothing. I'm about to lose everything. That is fine with me, but I still want to be able to do my work of the Lord without being tortured every day and cooked alive and have my brain taken from me and have my bed vibrated because somebody is cooking me and using laser weapons that are very advanced technology against me. For the people who are under this attack, my recommendation is that you do your research on laser weapons, and from this you'll be able to work out what laser weapons they're using. There is equipment you can buy that you will be able to determine where it is coming from, and then you can issue proceedings against your neighbors. And this is what I suggest you do, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. If the police won't do anything, then I go through the civil court for financial compensation. And it does fall within the criminal matter once you've got evidence of the laser weapons, where they're coming from, and the strength of them. So there's that, and get some mirrors. And the way I would suggest that you locate the perpetrating weapons, which are built to kill you, is to get some mirrors and point them at recently renovated parts of your neighbor's house and garden and see if things slow down and you don't have backache or neckache or bum ache anymore. If you're having to move around all the time because you're being tortured, it's because someone's pointing a laser weapon at you. And it's that simple. And we're made of water, and pointing a laser weapon at someone's back can completely mess somebody's metabolism up, can make them unwell, and it can kill them. I don't know if you know, when you have a baby, you can have an epidural, and that is an injection up the back. And this will numb your back. But if you point a laser weapon at just the right spot on someone's back, then you can totally take over their nervous system and mess it up. If you point a laser weapon in the right direction, you can disable someone's Wi-Fi, or you can cook someone. So these are the weapons that everyday citizens, neighbors, are using against innocent people. It's not guns and knives anymore. These are invisible weapons because there's no way to prove it unless you've got the right equipment, of course. And if you're a targeted individual, then you'll know that you're under attack. And you should know it's your neighbors that are doing it. I know it's my neighbors, and I'm not imagining it. They're the ones who are poisoning my food, my water, putting things in drains, digging up all the sides of my property, putting ladders next to my wall so they can climb on my roof. I'm a witness to all of the activities. And so if it's happening to me, it's happening to you. I've also told you about the window blue things that I found that had been levered between the window frame and the glass to hold and probably support a structured object to point a laser beam and magnify it using the window as a type of lens. Now, when you burn a CD, okay, it is able to put all of this information on a piece of plastic. And as I've said, if they can do that, then what can happen if this laser is pointed at your body? Or your head? To wipe your mind? And cause all sorts of problems up and down your back, which is your main way of communicating with the Lord. And it's also why most of us have neckache, backache, bum ache, because the back is the most important part of your body. It connects up with your pineal gland, and they want to take it all over. I'm not imagining this, and it's very serious, this broadcast. Please share it with all your friends and make people aware that there are child eaters, blood drinkers, and psychopath pedophiles who are being hired to come and live next door to people who are truthful, honest, Christian, law-abiding citizens following God, to terrorize innocent Christians in England. I am a witness to what I can only describe as the most horrendous horror exercise against a civilian that you could possibly imagine. And I am not a lawyer. I can tell you, I would like nothing more than to be able to get on with my life and get in my car and drive and go and have lunch with my friends and just have a normal day or week. But my life is not that anymore. My life is a full-time exercise to defend myself against laser weapons being pointed at me by my neighbors. And if you believe me, then you must join the fight to stop this from continuing, not just with me, but with any innocent Christian, God-following person. Because if we don't do something, They're going to hunt all of God's children down. Anybody who believes in God is going to be hunted down because God-fearing people want to have families. And families are a threat to the system. They want to make sure that families don't exist anymore. The only families that will be allowed to exist are the Satanist families. Okay, I mean it. They're going to make it so you have to buy your babies. They're going to rob you of your minds and your memories and your dreams. And they're going to replace your mind with a sub-zero type of mind where you won't know who you are. And they'll put your mind in the metaverse. Okay? This is what they want to do. Okay? And they're getting paid gift cards for it. Yeah. You should know that when this happens, it's because somebody sent me an image. And I can rewrite a whole computer with an image embedded with code on the back of it. And CDs and things like this are much the same with phone jacks and aerials. They all operate on the same frequencies as microwaves, which can kill you. The only reason a microwave doesn't kill you is because it's in a box. But if it's not in a box, that thing would kill you. And the neighbors are using microwave weapons, technology, against innocent Christians. I'm a witness to it. You need to sit up and listen. Between us, we need to start to round up the gang stalkers, and we need to put their heads on sticks. Because if we don't, no one else will. And they are dangerous people. They are child eaters, blood drinkers, psychopaths, pedophiles, kitty fiddlers, and traffickers of people's minds, bodies, and souls. These are the ones that will eat human beings. And the neighbors have been included in this portfolio of vermin. And that's what they are. You understand me? All government agencies are part of the same organization to hunt down people who believe in God. I am a witness to it. I can tell you that I get mocked because I believe in Jesus and because I worship Jesus. You're going to pray to Jesus? Is he going to come and save you? You're crazy, you are. This is religious discrimination, harassment, stalking, sick, psychopathic behavior from my neighbors. And I'm past really knowing what to do about it, because I know the police won't do anything. So I'm putting this out there. I think it's time we're going to have to take the law into our own hands soon. And defend ourselves, defend our minds and our souls and our bodies. And it really is coming down to that. In the open, everything is great. But at night, these little evil people come out. They're full time. These are not normal human beings. They've been taken over. If it was up to me, I'd round them all up and put them all in a big pile and burn them all to death. Evil. Dangerous. I'm from Africa, and in Africa we've got barbed wire fences. We have bars on the windows, and we do have home invasions there. And these people will put an axe in your head. But the weapons of England are invisible. But it's the same mentality. They don't even know you. It doesn't matter. If you worship Jesus Christ and they don't, they can be bought. They can be persuaded financially, or they can be frightened. I know that the people who do this, who started this with me, people are frightened of this guy. Yeah, because he's a powerful man. He took one look at me and he was like, I'm going to destroy her. I remember the day when I looked at him and he looked at me and his daughters were there. They're not his daughters. And I was really happy that day. And that was the day my life changed. I'm able to read people. I get a video of what people are thinking. I also get a video of a real person's personality. And I also get videos from the Lord of what's going on around me. Like, I'm privy to stuff that I shouldn't be privy to. Repeats of conversations. So this has always helped me. And this is also how I know what I know. Okay. And as I say, if you're English and you're in England and you're a Christian, then we need to do something. Okay? And if you're around the world and you're listening to me, then the same applies to you. Okay? We're probably going to have to take matters into our own hands. If you're a targeted individual, then our community of targeted individuals appear to be the only remaining human beings that are left. The rest are copies, clones, plastics, or fallen angels, or hosts for demonics that have taken over what used to be there. Now these are also very good actors, so it's quite hard to tell. You can't really tell which ones are normal or not. Maybe that's why they do the human test, so they can try and find out which humans are still here. But we need to do something soon, because I, for one, am tired of being tortured in my home by my neighbors. And I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of being alone in my knowledge and understanding of it. And that's why I talk about it. The stuff I go through is worse than any horror film. It really is. This is wireless electricity and wireless torture. Like the electric chair, it's the same technology. Same as the microwave. Now, it's my understanding, according to the Lord, that what they do is they synchronize your telephone to the local telephone masts, and then they locate you this way, and they can home in on you with the lights outside of your house too, and the drains, and the nano that's crawling around your body that you've been breathing in and eating. What's the best way to stop this? Pull down all the technology, get rid of all the towers, get rid of the phones, get rid of the TVs, get rid of the guilt mirrors, which hold the guilt of all the blood that has been shed, and the mirror is a witness to it in the grand, massive houses occupied by child eaters, blood drinkers, psychopath hunting party organizers for pretend fox hunting, which is really all about hunting people. And the hunting parties have started again, but this time it's in the open, and it's against people, and it's all done with the locals in your local area. For me, I'm very surprised And not one single person would come forward and say, I've witnessed so much stuff that's happened. Because if you're a witness to it, even if you don't participate in it, you're participating in it. Just by being a witness and not coming forward and helping fellow brothers and sisters. Your lack of assistance also demonstrates your lack of connection with the Lord. And that you're not really part of what's left of the human race. So this is a fight for survival of what's left of humanity. And I'm calling for all people to take up notice, sit up and listen to me, because if you don't, there won't be any humanity left. Okay? I'm nobody important. And if this can happen to me, it's going to happen to everyone. All right, then, it's Ayesha from God FM, and if you want to find me, you can find me on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Chrome, YouTube, Apple, X, as well as TikTok and Telegram, as God FM News, God FM New, God FM Radio, God FM Group, and God FM Media. And you can email me, admin@godfm.org.uk, and you can WhatsApp me, +44 77735 77788. Remember, it's a fight for your life, a fight for your soul, and a fight for your mind. And it might get to the point where you might have to fight your neighbors who are trying to steal your mind and soul for gift cards. Have a good day. It's Ayesha from God FM. Take care.